Hi, welcome back to my channel. Antoinette here, and let's take a look at where we are with the February self-love hashtag. As part of this, I have taken time out from social media, so I haven't been posting these weekly, but I thought as we're coming to the start of the final week, week 4, I can give you an update. Obviously, I'll talk about this again in my wrap-ups for February with my full journals, but I did do a video for part 1. So part 1, self-reflection, discussing all the bits and bobs that Debbie put in for us, including the bingo sheet. So I did do this spread, and you have that you can see. I did go ahead and do some mindfulness presence journaling. Now, my idea of journaling is bullet points and short. I don't go into massive writings and letters and essays, but I know that some people who love to write do that or type. So mine are just kept very short and sweet in here. So it's to prove that I have done them, I suppose, in a way, keeping myself accountable that I'm showing you. The affirmation jar, I showed that in the video that I made for this. And these were the prompts from the affirmation jar, which I've put here because what I was doing is every day, the one that I pulled, I was marking off. But actually, the digital journal wasn't present when I was pulling my affirmations on a daily basis. So I have been writing them into my what I'm calling my health tracker journal, but I haven't been keeping up with marking them off in here. So that's what the pink dots are that you can see. It's me starting out, and then that's probably week 1, week 2 and 3 haven't made it in here. In the Facebook group, Amethyst Ascensions Facebook group, Divination and Spirituality, which you must answer the questions and agree to the rules before you get let in. Debbie has been putting an extra item from the self-love journal and spreads and PDFs that she's releasing in her Ko-fi shop. There's been an extra item going into the Facebook groups. One of those was bingo. And I have, so it's for the month, but in week 1 we had it started out. So I started in week 1, and week 4, as we're starting into, this is where I'm sat. Now, I've drawn half a heart on something that I feel I maybe have done. So take a social media break. As part of my self-love to me, and where I was just feeling quite low energy-wise and everything else, I haven't been posting, and I have taken and given myself permission to step back from posting, especially after the Seasons of the Witch workings that I did and all the videos I did with that one. So I have given myself the permission to just step back and step away and enjoy being a person doing this for somebody rather than feeling the need to keep up with the posting presence. So it's not that I'm not doing it and I'm ignoring it. I am thoroughly enjoying doing this, but I have been keeping it more personal to me, I suppose, in a way, and just being able to do it that way. But I thought, as I have a little bit of time today, I can share with you. So that's why I've done half a heart on that one, because I wouldn't call it a full social media break. And my idea of social media break is that I haven't been posting and making content, as opposed to turning all my devices off and not watching or shopping or using social media for any other forms of contact, because it is one of my main forms of contact. So I wouldn't ever switch it off completely. Otherwise I wouldn't know what my family are up to. In week 2, we had putting it into practice. So we had the guide sheets here to follow. And again, there's more things to do and make for yourselves. And Debbie did some wonderful videos throughout all of this so far. They have been really calming and lovely to watch and inspirational. And so have everyone else. But Debbie's have just, I don't know, she seems to make the crafting aspect look so simple and messy while she's doing it, but then she finishes up with this most amazing final object. So she gives me hope. She gives me the want to try something and see how it turns out. So that's good. So I do thank Debbie for doing that and showing her methods and things. And again, with this, we have putting it into practice. So we have the journaling prompts. So as I said, mine are just short and sweet. So what are my top 3 self-care goals for this month? Now, I'm not reinventing the wheel. Mine are already set, and mine were set in place for the year, in fairness. So I'm doing my somatic workouts, introducing a little bit of strength yoga once a week, and walking home from work, all of which I have been doing. So I am pleased to say that they are there. What steps can I take to create more balance in my life? I decided that through doing those first 3 things, breath work is actually a good thing to be doing. It helps to calm the nervous system and is just good for the overall anxiety calming effects on the body. Then we have the spread for putting it into practice. So no, I haven't shown you this one, but the questions are here and you can see I've put my spread down. So what does my body need for care and nourishment? I got the Ace of Cups and the storytelling card. And I have put, as you can see quite clearly, no more negative stories. So this was just short and sweet and punchy. How can I nurture my emotions, my emotional well-being? So we have the Ace of Swords and the protection. So I've just barriers and kind words. That's it. Number 3, what practices will help clear my mind and reduce stress? So I have the Hermit and Hope, meditation, going within, breath work. So I think that I normally do these before I do the journaling prompts. So this all feeds into my journaling prompts in effect. So I think that's where the breath work came from. And then how can I connect more deeply with my inner self? 10 of Wands and openness. So drop your worries and listen. Sit in the power and be open to what you receive. So that's that one. Then we moved into week 3, self-empowerment. So this is last week. And again, I have the worksheets here that Debby very kindly provided for us. And I've done my self-empowerment journaling. So my emotional, mental health journaling and well-being here. Marjorie headbutted me. I don't know if dislocate's the right word, but if I could liken it to a dislocation as opposed to a break, she did something to my nose. The cartilage at the base of my nose was shunted slightly, and I had to pop it back into place. That was lovely. So that's there, and some information there from one of my dreams as well. And interestingly, it was the same morning that Marjorie smacked my nose. I'd had a dream the night before. And then self-empowerment. So the spread for last week's is here. And we have what is my source of inner strength and power, the Lovers and waiting. So I decided that's based on my relationships. My relationship is one of my strengths of power, and my relationships with others. The Lovers is also the Gemini card. So again, the duality of the Gemini aspect of self as well, knowing both sides of myself, is also what gives me strength and power. Knowing my dark side, knowing my light side. My, wants, loves, all those things, all empower you as a person once you get to know yourself properly. And equally, my partner, who is always waits patiently for me, gives me power as well and strength. So what obstacles are blocking my path to empowerment? I've got 4 of Pentacles and chaos. So I've put health. Constant need to check my abilities and my energy levels, always holding back to prevent the burning out and illness. Then the conflict within and needing to be mindful. That's me referring to the spoons. So if any of you are familiar with the spoons analogy, that's my health versus the spoons analogy that I'm talking about there to myself. With 3, what resources or support do I have to overcome these obstacles? And I have the Star and vulnerability, a need to learn to show and shine through vulnerability. Let the love blossom within. So it's okay to be vulnerable. You don't have to be strong all the time, but we're allowed to show it as well. So that is something that I might maybe work on a little bit for myself, or who knows, once I shut this journal, I may never come back to it, but it's something I'm aware of now, and it's something that I can be aware of. So should it come up again, I certainly can, circle back and do a little bit more digging and work with that. And prompt for number 4 for this one, what actions can I take to step over my power and thrive? And I got the Ace of Swords and 39, surrender. I surrender the flow of the universe, or I surrender to the flow of the universe. I release any feelings of inadequacy and failure, accepting a new narrative of love and forgiveness. Time for a new narrative and thought process. Stepping into the frequency of love. So again, me trying to recycle the whole point to this, self-love, reflections, empowerment, February, Valentine's, Galentine's, self-times, whatever you want to call it. So bringing that back in. So just reminding myself what the point to that question is and the point to this whole working journal that I'm using. And so now we're moving into 4, hopes and dreams. What did I miss? Oh, it's in my other journal. Okay. So for hopes and dreams, we have the worksheets and a suggestion to create a inner child vision board. So I might do that on screen in a minute. We'll see how I get on. The hopes and dreams journaling. So the journal prompts are here. And as you see, I haven't done anything yet because I've literally just downloaded this and put it in. And I have the spread that we're going to do for week 4. And so we'll endeth my journey with the self-love work journal that we're all using. So these are the prompts here. So we have self-love practice now, card to represent my current state of self-love, the childhood dreams, giving insights into the dreams, overcoming obstacles. This one will reveal my potential challenges and obstacles that might be hindering my pursuit. Then we have the goal setting, advice on setting the meaningful, measurable, achievable goals and aligning with my self-practice. That'll be interesting to see what comes out. In the Facebook group, there is a worksheet that goes with how to do SMART goals. Consistent motivation, the card that offers tips on how to stay motivated, growing self-compassion, insight in how you can nurture self-compassion, and future dreams, a peek into the future, potential outcomes, and integrating your self-love practice with your goals, dreams, and giving you a vision to work toward. So I fell in love with the Nightweight and the Cosmic Crossroads dual set of decks, and this is what I'm going to use for this. So I just need to, find my markings. There we go, so I don't come off screen for you. And I do need to have a drink. Okay. Well, there. So let's put this one over here. You might use that for clarifying, so we'll see. I'm going to use this. I'm just going to run 7 cards out. So let's get the first one. The card to represent my practice now, and that was, if you heard, that was it falling out. So I have 9 of Wands, so we're still a little bit protective of it, I suppose. Boundaries, it's still got boundaries around it. That might be the areas I need to focus on, maybe losing my boundaries. My childhood dreams, give me insight into the dreams and aspirations I held as a child. Reconnect with those pure and rooted. So what were my childhood dreams? What childhood dreams did I miss? Let's take that one. Ace of Pentacles. If I took the aces directly on the material aspect, one of my childhood dreams was to be an interior designer. Did I miss it? I never became it. I'm not overly experimental, but I do have a very set style, I suppose. So in a way, I kind of achieved it through my own homes, but I never got to do it for other people. From an experience perspective and being self-sufficient, though, I definitely achieved that. Okay, overcoming my obstacles, potential challenges or obstacles that might be hindering my pursuit of my dreams. 9 of Cups. Oh, daydreaming. Yeah, daydreaming does allow me to put myself in a place where I don't need to be part of reality. Card 4, setting goals, advice on setting meaningful, measurable and achievable goals. What advice do you have for me to set achievable goals? 1 card, so we'll take that one. 8 of Pentacles. Ooh, you have to stick to them and work at them. They don't just come to you and sort themselves out. Okay. Consistent motivation. This card is going to offer me tips on how to stay motivated and to keep my momentum going. What do I need to do to stay motivated and keep my momentum going and keep me committed to my practice, I suppose? 8 of Wands. Well, that's just movement, isn't it, in the right direction? We've got 2 8s. Mastering, putting it to practice, taking it forwards. If I took the Wands with the hopes, dreams, desires aspect of Wands, inspiration, the fire energy, the solar plexus, that kind of would make sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Growing self-compassion, insight into how I can nurture self-compassion along the way. What do I need to know about growing self-compassion for myself? There we go. 2 cards, okay. Oh, a third 8 and the Fool. And what can we say about that then? Not a lot really, can we? That's 888. In a way, that's an auspicious number. 3 8s, because it's 3 8s in a row. So there is prosperity here with the auspicious items. Right. Future of my dreams. Turned over what else? Fabulous. 5 of Swords. We get the 888 and we follow it up with the 5 of Swords from the Fool. Excellent. And then what I was liking was this. This was clarifying them, double clarifying. Oh no, just clarifying. So just tell me about my self-love practice and the 9 of Wands. So here we go. Adventure. That goes with that inner fire. Tell me about my childhood dreams with the Ace of Pentacles. Chaos. Ace of Pentacles and chaos. I wouldn't have said Ace of Pentacles was a chaos card, to be honest. Might have to think about that one, ponder that one. Tell me about my 9 of Cups, my daydreaming obstacles that I need to overcome. Tell me about this 9 of Cups and my daydreaming issues, habits. Sadness. Does daydreaming bring sadness? I don't think I daydream. Maybe I daydream out of sadness. I mean, I don't daydream excessively. I don't daydream for escapism. I guess when I am daydreaming, sometimes it's about lost family members. And I guess there's an element of sadness there when that daydream happens, but I wouldn't have said that that is obstacle. Well, maybe it is. Maybe I do. Maybe I do need to still improve and better the ways in which I deal with loss and death. So maybe that is correct, but not the direction in which I was originally thinking. Okay. Tell me about my 8 of Pentacles for goal setting. What do I need to know about 8 of Pentacles? Individuality. So sticking to it, but doing it my way, being unique about it. My uniqueness is how you get there, not by trying to follow somebody else all the time. The motivation. So tell me about the 8 of Wands and my motivation. How is 8 of Wands motivating me? Or in what aspect is 8 of Wands motivating me? Protection. 8 of Wands is motivating me to remain protected. To keep it going. That's to keep my 9 of Wands going, is protection. Okay, protected time. Protected time is how I keep my practice going. Because if you don't protect your time and set your boundaries up, it won't work, will it? In order to move forwards. Okay. Do you agree? What do you think? So, growing self-compassion, insight into how I can nurture this. So tell me about these. Oh, it's fallen out. I didn't even see that one come out. Movement. So yes, in order to break free of the 8 of Swords, you do need to create movement. And we have the Fool then moving forwards. So we have the momentum from the Eight of Swords with the Fool, and it's a major arcana at that, and then the movement to go with. And let's take a look at the last one, shall we? The Five of Swords. So talking about this Five of Swords as my future of my dreams, and it's fallen on the floor. Hang on. Hope. Hope for the Five of Swords. Let's just take a quick look at that. I'm sure I had that in my last spread. I think hope's come out a few times, in fact. So I can do a ritual with candle and frequency music with some incense. Within every cell of my being shines the light of divinity. I focus on the love that resides in the cellular level within me and within the world. I see the tapestry of golden thread that weaves us all together as one. I was created for a purpose and a destiny. I am seen and known, trusted and loved. I was made for a time as this. A time such as this. You have a purpose and destiny. One was crafted for you before the creation of time. Oh, yes, that's very cosmic. That's very starseed, isn't it? It is yours, belongs to you and no one else. It may feel as though you are drifting through space, lost and alone, but that feeling does not change the irrevocable truth that you were meant for a time such as this. Yeah, because I think for many of us, when we're asked, would you change time? Would you go to a different time? Would you leave this time to live in another time? My answer is no. This time is good for me. So my time is now. I don't feel like I need to go to another era and live there. Equally, I don't feel I need to go to another world and live there. Yeah, and just out of curiosity, I just want to know what an overall message to me is from the Dark Magic Oracle. What is an overall overarching message to myself here, please? One of these wants to jump. Magic. You are blessed. Amazing. What a great card to get. On the bottom, I've got Fly. Be free to know you are loved. So there's a very good message to finish out the spread, isn't it? You know you are loved. That's the bottom energy of the deck from the message to me. And I am blessed. Let's just check in here for number 30. How many of you have joined in and done these, or even joined in the spreads and done them, by yourselves, even if you've not joined the Facebook groups or shared it on YouTube? It'd be really nice to know how many out there have joined in and done this alongside Debbie, in their own private practice, because it's always good to hear what you got from it and how you felt, and what you felt empowered you the most. So brave, don't self-sabotage. The person on the card has thrown that umbrella to the sky to catch the rain before it falls. Oh no, what am I reading? Card 20, excuse me. Glasses. Excellent. Magic. This is your lucky card, Magic. It's time to weave your spell on the world and let it experience your unique magic. I did talk about uniqueness up here. Your inner powers are aligned with celestial energies and you're empowered to enchant everything you touch. Does this sound far-fetched right now? No, not too far-fetched if I'm honest. If so, remember that you are now perceive reality, that how you perceive reality is the key to how empowered you can be within it. So that whole understanding yourself, knowing yourself, self-knowledge, self-awareness gives you more power again, and will alter the way you do see reality for the better, I think. The person on the card weaves a pentagram in the cat's cradle. They have the skills and divine ability to weave magic. They are crowned by the crescent moon for new beginnings. So you can see the crescent moon in the top of the card. We have lilac around them for the wisdom of the sages. Oh, lilac's about to bloom, actually. It's coming into that season. Like the person clothed in silver gown or enlightenment of your star is rising. If you're needing a boost for hoping for a positive answer to a situation in this card, then the answer is yes. And then we have the shadow work aspect here. When you have so much going for you, it's time to give something away. So there's a sharing point there, which is one of the bingo boards, actually doing a kind something for somebody. And then we have a ritual. This ritual has a twofold spiritual and practical approach. Align your goal to the service of the spiritual realm. You don't need anything except your clear intention. Having a notebook next to you, however, might be helpful for jotting down any revelations that you have. So then it tells us how to do it, sitting under the light of the full moon. So we have the ritual here and what we need to do afterwards. We have a charm to recite. It actually is a goal setting. Debbie, I can't believe it, you reading this. It's a goal setting card. Take steps in the practical world. If it's a cause or a situation, identify the ways in which you can be of assistance. If it's an individual, offer them help. So there's a smart goal in effect to write down from the ritual and what you get from the ritual when you do it. Underpin your efforts with magic and sincere intention in the universe will pave the way for clear for you. And then we have a daily practice. So wear or carry amethyst to amplify your personal magic. Drinking lemon balm tea with rosebuds to help radiate your energy. And we have looking for opportunities to help others, even in small ways. Continue to share your magic and goodwill so you can become a beacon to attract more of it to you. So the reciprocation of like the Six of Cups energy there. Okay, well, I have to say, I know I haven't put one of these up every week, but I have joined in and I am doing it and I have thoroughly enjoyed doing it. And I would love to thank Debbie for all of the work that she put into creating this, to Rochelle for creating the companion journal as well that I have been using, to Miss Kulala for also helping to support and be part of this with Debbie, and for all of the things that you two have shared on YouTube. They have been some really deep moments, and thank you for the private listings that people have also done, which have only been present to those in the Facebook groups or on the Discord servers, because that was a way of safely sharing people's stuff without it being out there to the world and making people feel too more vulnerable than they already do about doing this, because this is quite a thing to do. So to share our practices with you and to show you how we work with the cards and how we work through different questions and spreads is actually a little bit scary. But I think we're doing so well, and I think the more we do it, the more we can normalize this, so that the rest of hopefully people new to the practice, new to YouTube and things, can start to normalize working through and sharing their work processes and how they do things. So again, Debbie, thank you so much. So if you want to join in, this is pop across to Debbie's Witchy Vlog. I'll just put details down below in the comments section to the video. Just directly underneath the description bit, the description box, I'll put it in there. And then hopefully I'll get everything I need to say right in that bit and point you in the right direction to watch the videos. You have a week left if you want to join in. So Divination and Spirituality is the Facebook group, as I said. And I'd also like to send some love to Amethyst Ascension, who is starting a Patreon channel. So I can't wait to see what goes on in there, because over there we can have better chats about things without feeling censored in certain spaces on social media. Okay. Let me know how you get on if you've done this spread. What did you think of my cards? I think these cards are beautiful and they became my love for the rest of February. I think I've gushed about them recently in my haul video. If you want to see what decks arrived into my collection kind of Christmas week and January, February, then you can go and check that out. It's not full walkthroughs, but I do show you quite a few decks, because lots of stuff was already on pre-order. About 6 of those were pre-ordered months in advance, and then they all came in together. And I just felt that was an easy way of showing it as part of my self-love to me and my step away from social media for the month. Until the next one, wishing you much love and blessings. Take care. Bye-bye.